My mom is on a work trip this week, and I have already reverted back to completely feral goblin mode. Like, she's only been gone for 3 days at this point, and last night I had to tackle the disaster that I made in the kitchen, which, mind you, this took me less than 2 days. About a day and a half to completely destroy the kitchen. And I swear I have been doing nothing but cleaning the past couple days, yet the house is getting more and more disheveled. The more I clean, the messier things get. And if that's not an accurate description of an ADHD cleaning method, I don't know what is. Like the other day, I decided I needed to move one of the litter boxes to a new spot. It was sitting next to my desk, and then I realized what a stupid idea that was when my computer started whirring like a jet engine about to take off, because it's probably completely compacted with dust. And that one simple task somehow took me half the day. Instead of just moving the litter box from point A to point B, it became a massive collection of side quests. In order to move the litter box into the spot I wanted it to go, I had to move a bunch of storage totes. And the storage totes were a little bit dusty. So I thought, if I'm gonna move them, I should probably dust them. So I did that. And then I thought, well, if I'm dusting right here, I should probably dust everywhere around right here. So I did that. And then if I'm gonna dust this area, I might as well dust the whole living room. If I'm gonna dust, I might as well vacuum. If I'm gonna vacuum, I might as well move the furniture out of the way. If I move the furniture out of the way, I might as well move the rug out of the way, and you see where this is going. And so now, here I am 2 days later, about to actually clean out the computer tower, and as soon as I sat down to do that, Mesa here decided that she was gonna take a nap in my lap. And normally I wouldn't have a problem booting a cat out of my lap. I know that sounds like absolute heresy, but sometimes you got to. But in this case, Mesa here has an ear infection, like very, very deep in her ear. And it's tickling the part of her brain, or the part of her inner ear, that is responsible for balance. So she's stumbling around like a drunk on St. Patrick's Day. The world's just a little topsy-turvy to her right now. So she doesn't feel the greatest. Although, despite all of that, she's mostly acting like her normal self, which is good. And we had to rush her to the emergency vet Saturday evening because she all of a sudden started wobbling, falling over, turning in circles. She was panting, she vomited. Initially we thought it might be a seizure, but when I looked at her eyes were going back and forth really quickly, like this, nystagmus. And so that kind of indicated to me that it was not a seizure, but it was something neurological. So yeah, we rushed her to the emergency vet. That collection of symptoms is called vestibular syndrome. I learned that. And basically it just means that something is interfering with the vestibular system, which is that portion that's responsible for balance. In Mesa's case, it was an ear infection. There are other things that can cause vestibular syndrome that are much more serious and life-threatening. Stroke, poisoning, things like that. So if your cat ever exhibits that collection of symptoms, go get help as quickly as you can. Don't assume that it's an ear infection. But for Mesa, it looks a little bit worse than it is. She's gonna be fine. She just has to deal with a couple weeks of medication. And the other cat's looking at her like she's a newcomer, but I guess I'm gonna sit here and let her take a nap. And then eventually I'll clean out my computer. do I open this? Probably these screws right here. Okay, but not with that screwdriver. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, that actually doesn't look bad. You're gonna hate this, my dude. Sorry, guys. That was not as dramatic as I thought it was gonna be. Why am I so sweaty now? How did I make another mess while cleaning? I'm hungry, but I can't think of what I want to eat because I'm so sweaty and gross that all I can think about is having a shower. But I need to eat before I take a shower because I'm starving. Are you even home alone if you don't eat frozen mac and cheese? Yep. Now that I have been fed, I'm going to take a shower, but I thought that I would do this little mask first. I got this mask at the dollar store. So if it burns my face off, you know why. That was probably way more than I needed. Probably not going to do anything. It's just for fun. Relaxation. Can y'all stop playing with my shower curtain, please? I'm gonna put a hole in it. Again. I had a doctor's appointment the other day with my GP, and I was telling him about how my mood has just been really down lately, and I've been trying to quit vaping, but it feels like impossible. And so he recommended that I try Wellbutrin. Obviously, this is not medical advice, this is just what I am trying. But Wellbutrin is an antidepressant or a mood stabilizer. It's in that category. That also helps with quitting smoking, quitting nicotine. And I've been taking the Wellbutrin for about a week now, and I can definitely tell that it's helping. I don't have strong cravings like I did before. Like, I can easily go several hours and not even think about it. And what was interesting this morning, when I woke up, I did not reach for my vape as soon as I woke up. And that's the first time, probably since I started vaping, that that's happened. I think it's time to relax and chill for a little while before dinner and more baseball. Oh, don't mind me. Just making some dime bags for the cats.